Good morning, students. Last class we had started chapter 2, that is elements, compounds and mixtures. We have seen what is element, what is compound, what is mixture, two different types of mixture, that is homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture, and then we discussed about the separation of mixture, that is solid mixture and liquid mixture. You remember, no? So today we will do the different methods of separation of solid liquid mixture. Alright, so your solid liquid mixture, the first method is your filtration. So what is filtration? In filtration, what type of solids are separated? Solid is insoluble in liquid. Alright, solid is insoluble in liquid. Like when you have seen your mommy to prepare tea, no? What does she do? She make the tea. Alright, and then she keep the tea in a kettle, and then filtration is done. How? She takes the net, she takes, and then she filters. This is called the process of filtration. So what is happening? You see the insoluble tea leaves, the solid tea leaves which are insoluble in liquid, they are separated. They are in this filter. They are on the top of the filter, and the liquid tea has come out. So this is called filtration. That is solid which is insoluble in liquid are separated by filtration. Clear? Next is your sedimentation and decantation. Next is the sedimentation and decantation. What is sedimentation and decantation? What type of solids? Here also solid is insoluble in liquid. Alright, solid is insoluble, like your sand and water. How it is done? You see, I have some sand. Can you see some sand? You see some sand is there in a paper. I have taken sand. Alright, now this sand, I will put this sand in a bottle. I have taken in a bottle this sand. Alright, now I will pour some water in it, in this sand, and allow it to settle down. Alright, that means what happens? You see, all the sand particles, those which are insoluble in water, they settled down. Can you see sand particles settle down? So this process of settling down of solid insoluble particles are separated by sedimentation. And sedimentation is followed by decantation. So what is decantation? You see the clean water is there above the insoluble sand particles. So this water is separated. So slowly I will pour this clean water. I will transfer this clean water in another container. So this is decantation. So sedimentation is followed by decantation. Clear? Then your third is your evaporation. What is evaporation? Evaporation, solid is soluble in liquid. You can do, today only you will do at home, okay? Take some amount of sugar, make sugar solution. Take that sugar solution in a bowl and you heat it. Keep on heating. So after evaporation, then boiling will start. When the boiling start, after if keep on heating and heating, the full water will evaporate, leaving behind the sugar back. You will see in the bowl, sugar is there, full water has evaporated. So that process is called evaporation. So you will do it. Okay, so you will know the process of evaporation. And what is distillation? Distillation also, solid is soluble in liquid. But what is the difference between evaporation and distillation? In evaporation and distillation, the difference is in evaporation you see water vaporizes. We are not getting back the liquid back. Only we are getting the solid. Yes or no? But in distillation, what happens? We will take the solid liquid mixture in a round bottom flask and then we heat. When we heat, what will happen? The solid which are insert, still they are there, soluble particles, they will remain in the flask, round bottom flask. Alright, but the water goes. Water will evaporate. We will not allow the water to escape, but we will keep the round bottom flask, we will join it, we will connect it with one condenser, that is called Liebig's condenser. So what will happen? That water evaporates, will come to the Liebig's condenser. So condenser means what? There the vapor will cool. When the vapor will cool, so what will happen? It becomes water and that water is separated in another container. So that is pure water, full means it is free of any type of particles. So here what happens? We are getting the solid also which are soluble, they are remaining in the round bottom flask. We are getting the pure water also in another container, but that is the pure water. With the water which we use, the distilled water we use in the inverter and all, no, that is distillate. That is called distillate, pure water. So what is the advantage of distillation over evaporation? In distillation, we are getting both solid and liquid. Liquid in pure form and solid is there in the round bottom flask. But in evaporation, only we are getting the solid because the liquid is evaporated. So these are the 4 methods of separation of solid liquid mixture. Alright, that means filtration, sedimentation, evaporation and distillation. Sediment, keep in mind, sedimentation is always followed by decantation. Now, you do one thing, you can make filter paper by your own also. You take a one circular shaped, circular shaped one paper you take, then you fold it. First half you make, once again you make, once again. Now this paper you are making your own filter paper, okay? Now you see 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 types of, in between you are getting, that means you see so 4 types, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 types of pieces you are getting, no, 4 lines you are getting. So you keep the 3 pieces one side, alright, and another piece in another side. Now what will you do? Now your filter paper is ready. You fix your filter paper in a funnel, alright, and then you can pour the liquid. So which side of the filter paper you will pour the liquid? You see the 3 sides, 1, 2, 3. 3 folds where these 3 lines are there, those 3 you will keep one side. From this side only you will pour the liquid. So what will happen? All the solid insolubles will remain in this filter paper and the liquid will come in this container. So in this way you can make your filter paper also. Alright, clear now? So this is all the 4 methods I taught. Now what will you do? You open your book. Your book is with you, no? Open, read, because full I have discussed. So read the full chapter. Alright, thoroughly. Read the terms also are given in your book. The terms you will read, full chapter you will read. What I discussed, you see all the figures. You tally with these figures. Alright, so while reading you do this, try to do this experiment also by yourself you can do. So do it so that it will remain in your mind. Alright, then you will read the gist of the chapter, the terms and the summary. So next class I will discuss the objective and subjective questions. Thank you.